Hey guys, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Thursday! Whew, Thursday already. How'd that happen? Okay, we're gonna do some fall stuff today. I have a cute little apple garland, and then it says cider, apple harvest, and it's a word sander. It has a cute little candy apple and like a apple latte. What do I want to say? Apple latte. Anyways, it does. It has an apple latte. What do they call it? What, a cider latte? I don't know. Maybe it's just cider. Anyways, it has an apple on it. So, yeah, it doesn't have a pumpkin, so it's not pumpkin latte. Is there an apple latte? Apple cider latte? I don't know. There might be. I actually don't go to Starbucks very often. It's when it's in a hotel that I'm staying at or at Disneyland. If it's right there at a place that I'm at, then I'll go to. I don't go out of my way to go to yeah, to Starbucks. And I know they have all sorts of things. So anyways, this will be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get it done. I've been really exhausted this week. I'm just trying to just get healed. And it was really funny what Jenny said yesterday about anesthesia staying in your body for so long. I really feel like that. I feel like all of a sudden it just hits me. Like it's trying to come out. And it just like, Darlene, you need to close your eyes and go to sleep. Yesterday I had to take 2 naps. Yeah. And I thought the second one was just, the first one I did an hour nap. Okay. And then the second one, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do an hour. I set my timer. Oh no. Oh no. I don't even know how long. Way too long. Like 4 hours. So yes, I've been fighting exhaustion. But anyways, we're going to do this. I have all the fall stuff listed. If you're interested in getting this, I'll drop the link. I have the other signs. I have a cute little like a tiered tray that you can either put on a tiered tray or you can put it on the bench. I'm finding I love the bench. I absolutely love the bench. At my craft shows, I'm taking the bench and people are going, oh my gosh, I need to have that bench. So anyways, it's going to be cute. We're going to put some little ribbon between the apples. If you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put #replay. All right, let me see who's here. And let me share this with VIP really quickly. All right. Yeah, it's so crazy. Excuse me, hiccup. It's already Thursday. I can't believe it. It got here so quickly. I do have something kind of interesting. I don't know. Sometimes I share too much. Sometimes I share way too much, but I have something interesting kind of going on in the background in my life right now that, I'm always searching for Chloe, and I found a dog that looked really similar and was at a shelter, and I was waiting to talk to them and get confirmation that it was or wasn't her. Let me put the picture up. It's hard because she's been gone so long, and we don't know the length of the hair and any of that. Let me see if it's, oh, that's not even going to go up full. Let me see. Come on. All right. So I've been sent this picture by multiple people, and the back of the dog, if you can kind of see the back of the dog, looks the same color. The front face, it's different, but who knows what she looks like at this point. But the teeth were different. So I'm like, okay, well, I have to get a hold of the shelter. I just have to do this because I have to rule it out. Okay, so I have to make sure that it is or isn't her. So the problem has been that the shelter called me 2 days ago, and I was asleep. I didn't hear my phone. And by the time I woke up, the shelter was closed. Okay, so and on the shelter it says under observation. So it doesn't say it's available yet. It doesn't say it's on stray hold. It's under observation. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't really understand. So yesterday I laid down for 1 hour. What is the chances of them? And it was early. It was like I laid down at 12:30 for an hour. What's the chances that they're going to call during that time? But they did. And they also emailed me back. So I call back and I'm on hold forever. And so I'm trying to text the number. And so the guy calls me while I'm on hold, and it's not her. The dog actually has a microchip, guys. The dog has a microchip, but they're not able to find the family. Yeah. So the person didn't update their information when they moved. So they've been trying to contact them, and so she's been on hold because they're trying to give this family time, but they're about ready to take her off hold and put her up for adoption. I'm like, you can't do that. This is someone's dog. So I might foster her. And I know somebody that does research that researches the microchips and is really, really good at reuniting people. So we might be fostering the dog during the time while she does all the research and finds the family, finds the forwarding address, that kind of stuff. So that might be happening this weekend. I'm waiting to hear back. The dog will go up for adoption soon, and I have to be there. It's actually up in the LA area. It's a little bit of a drive, but yeah, I told my husband last night because I had showed him the picture initially. I usually will show him and say, "Hey, I'm looking at this. What do you think? Does it look like Chloe?" The back looks like her, except for that has some black on it. Anyways, that's what's going on in my life, aside from all of this and my regular job, just a little bit. But, I wouldn't mind fostering the dog until they could find the family, because the family's out there and the dog has been groomed at some point. Otherwise, it would be really overgrown. The hair would be really overgrown. So I'm thinking, I can do that. I can do that for them. All right, let me turn this stuff around. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hi, Bridget. Hi, Laura. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Karen Ross. Oh, you're not feeling good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. What's going on? Hey, Carol. How are you? Hi, Pam. Hi, Cheryl. Let me turn everything around. Hi, Doris, my sister. Hey, Sandy. How are you? Hi, Chris. Hi, Carrie. Oh, yeah, Pam, you know what? I would be very happy to be able to find someone's fur baby for them that's missing. It could be a case of just like Chloe, that the dog was stolen. That the owner could be in a whole nother state. They might have been there on vacation and their dog was stolen and they didn't know what to do. There's so many scenarios that go through my head, but the fact that it has a microchip, there's a trail. There's a trail. When there's a microchip, there's a trail. So the shelter won't go to extreme to find it, but they'll call the last number. They'll give them enough time. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting to hear back. I sent them another email last night letting them know I had talked to my husband and all of that. And please, if I'm able to have first priority to adopt, I would love to do that. But so we'll see. Hi, Tina. How are you? All right, we're going to do this cute little cider. It says cider apple harvest. So apple harvest cider, word stacker or word stander, and this cute little apple garland. We have a little town by us, and those of you that have been to San Diego, have you been to Julian? We have a famous town that is famous for their apple pie and apple groves, apple cider, etc. Apple anything. They're really famous for all their apple stuff. And they have cute little gift shops that have apple stuff all over the place. Anyways, it reminds me of that. In fact, I've done apple days there before. A long time ago, they would have in the middle of their well, no, that's actually in another town in Ramona. They had apple days, but I used to sell at a little shop in Julian. I used to sell through a friend at a little shop in Julian, and they have the cutest apple stuff. Hey, Holly, how are you? Hi, Deb. So anyways, I am always thinking of saving fur babies. I can't help it. You know what? It's something from the very beginning. So let me tell you a little story. When I was in junior high, I rescued a dog that was out on the track. This is kind of funny. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Okay, let me get these pieces up here. So I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do this, and let's just do everything above that goes with it, with each letter. That might be, or maybe I need to put this up here And then this. We might have to use another sheet for the apples, for the garland. Okay, so I rescued a dog that was running around the track. My sister might remember that. Anyways, it was running around the track while we were doing track. Okay, so we were at PE, and there was a dog, and it was running around the track. So what did Darlene do? So I snatched up the dog. It was a smaller dog, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this dog's lost. We got to find its home. So I snatched up the dog. I put the dog in my locker. Yes, I put the dog in my locker. I excused myself. I'm like, I forgot something. I need to go call my mom. She needs to bring me something. And so I went and I called my mom. And my mom got there. I grabbed the dog from the locker and I said, Mom, you need to take this dog home. This dog is lost. And we need to find its family. So my mom did. My mom took the dog home. Okay, so wasn't that funny? I put the dog in my locker. That's probably not the best thing, but yeah. So she took it home, and I was like, and all the time I'm thinking, well, maybe I can keep this dog. No, it wasn't my dog. It was somebody else's dog. So my mom and my dad actually went out, and they went looking for the owner that night, and they did. They found the owner. They did. They found the owner. I might be able to fit these on here. Maybe if I just kind of hang them off the top. Anyways, yeah. Once upon a time, I stuck a dog in a locker so I could save its life. I just love animals. I would adopt every single animal out there if I could. Honestly, I just want to save them all. Yep, even if I have to shove them in a locker. Oh my gosh, that sounds really terrible, doesn't it? It sounds really terrible. Darlene shoved a dog in a locker. All right. Okay, I think I'm going to turn this one sideways. There's my sister. My sister might not be listening, but I wonder if she remembers that. I remember it, and I remember it to this day. I've had a lot of dogs in my lifetime, and I didn't get to keep all of them. I would bring home any dog I saw that was a stray. Yep. I don't know. I just did. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, let's start painting. So I really probably should sort these because two of these are going to be apple, like sour apple green, and then two of them are going to be our red. Okay, so let's sort these. Yeah. Okay, so colors that we have. So we are using a couple of new colors that we haven't used before. This one is called Salted Caramel. It's a brand new color this year. And then this one is called New Leaf. Okay, so these are brand new colors this year. They're from Deco Art Americana. So you're listening, but you don't remember it. That's funny. I remember it very clearly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember bringing home way too many dogs. I remember having an Afghan dog that my grandmother gave to me, but I didn't get to keep it. But yeah. Has anybody ever had an Afghan dog? You know what they are? They're tall. They're very tall. Kind of reminds me of a doodle now, of the golden doodles in a way. The Afghan dog, they're really fluffy like that. Okay, this is sour apple. So basically like a sour green apple. Okay, let me get a piece of paper towel to put these on. Oh, okay, and then let me figure out what letters are this color. So I'm going to be going back and forth between the garland, and let me put myself in the corner. Hi, Linda, how are you? I know, I like New Leaf. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Denise. Hi, Holly. Good morning, guys. Sorry. Let's do this. Let's put myself, there we go. There we go. Okay. And then on these, what's apple green? Let me see. So the apple over here on the apple cider latte, I don't know, or maybe it's just apple cider. What do you guys think? I don't, it doesn't have to be a latte. It's in a coffee cup, but it doesn't have to be a latte, right? It doesn't have to be. And then the D, this one is, okay, so this one is green, and then the R is, the letter R is green. Okay, perfect. Just had to figure it out. Had to look at my cheat sheet. So yeah, yesterday was full of exhaustion. I don't know. I had to take 2 naps. Those of you that didn't already hear, yeah. So I took an hour nap, and I was like, okay. And then a few hours later, I was like, I'm a little tired again. I'm gonna lay down for an hour. Nope, didn't happen. 4 hours. So I'm just gonna have to listen to my body, I guess. My body's telling me, Darlene, you need a little more sleep than you think you do. Yep. Okay, and then alizarin crimson. That's the color the apples are gonna be. So we have to do a couple of coats on that. So, and then this is gonna be that color, and then the letter E. Okay. And then what else? And then the apple. Okay, there's a few things. So we'll get to them all. Okay, and I'm using a variety of brushes. Some of these brushes are big. Some are small. I have a whole bunch of brushes that I washed. I just didn't bring them in yet. So, all right. That, remember, you usually have to do 3 coats of this color in order to get a really solid red. It's a deep, deep red. So it's a hard color to get really solid. So 3 coats of it. Okay, so the E. Okay, and then the apple, this apple here. And a little heart. Okay, so the small apple, and then the little heart here. Okay, perfect. I think that's all the red. Okay. All right. Hey, Donnie in Virginia, how are you? Sarah says, being put under kicks your booty. It's never lasted in any 6 months for you, but definitely a couple of weeks. Just rest when you, yeah, definitely. I definitely will. I mean, I had to drive yesterday, and I was fine, but it definitely kicks your butt. So I'm making sure that I'm doing what I need to do. Okay, we're just going to kind of go across. So this is going to be burlap. Okay, so burlap, and then the letter D is burlap. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's weird how I'll just tell Tara, like, I can't keep my eyes open, and I don't trust myself to keep working. When you're that tired, you shouldn't be working on anything, especially paperwork or laser. So I told my husband yesterday, I need to go to the cabin, but I don't think I'm quite ready to go to drive. He goes, no, I don't think you're ready to drive. Not yet. I'm like, okay, all right. But I do have to go up there soon. Okay, new leaf. New leaf is going to be, all these leaves are going to be new leaf. I wonder how it dries. I wonder how dark this dries. So all the leaves, I think that might be enough. Nothing else on here. Oh, the little leaf over here is that color too. And let me just get this apple a little bit better. Didn't quite get it. You're doing good. Not, you're quite tired. I think we all just need to take another nap, don't we? I'm telling you, I'm sorry you didn't sleep well. There's a lot going on in the world out there. There's, the hurricane. There was a tornado in California yesterday. Well, a tornado threat. There's flooding going on in places. I'm really sad that there's so much going on for so many people. Okay, all these leaves are the new leaf green. Okay, that's perfect. And then the little teeny light leaves, they're tiny, tiny, tiny. You can hardly see them, but they're really, really teeny tiny. Okay, so that, and then what's next? Oh, guess what? This apple's red too. Hang on, we got to do this apple. This apple's red, and then it has the caramel, the salted caramel on it. Yeah, it does. Okay, so there's that. Okay. What's next? Thank you for sprinkling. We are doing is the apple cider word stacker and a Apple Garland. Wednesday night it was 5.5 hours of sleep, and last night 3. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It's so hard. But I don't sleep very much, but lately I have needed a lot more sleep. It's been really tough. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a color. I do. I feel like there's a color that's missing that I needed to do. But we're just gonna wing it. Okay, so salted caramel. This is gonna be that color. The C is gonna be that color. The E is gonna be that color. So let's plop some down. And then these little hearts are that color. So salted caramel. Okay. Plop some down there. I know. Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about something. Okay, so remember the cute monthly transfer, the blueberries? Remember that? Okay. Has anybody got theirs yet? I don't have mine yet. So I'm supposed to get mine early because I have more than 25 club members. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up. And you're going to get an email today. Okay, so some of you guys, yours hasn't shipped yet. Some might have already got it. And some theirs might have already shipped. But if you're noticing that your club transfer hasn't shipped yet, there's a reason for that. Okay. And I'm really sad to have to be the bearer of bad news. I always hate to be that person. I hate to be the person that tells you, guess what, guys? You're going to have to wait a little bit longer. I always hate to be that person, but I'm going to tell you because I love you guys and I want you to hear it from me. It's probably going to be on your emails. So there was an issue with part of the kit. It didn't ship on time to them. So remember, let me show you. Tornado watch yesterday. Scary. Oh yeah, definitely scary for sure. And Carol says your town got hit hard with flooding. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That is so hard. Yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough. Okay, let me just see if I have the picture on here. So we have the club transfer is the blueberry one. Super duper cute. I don't know if it ever uploaded to the cloud. Well, the transfer did, but not the picture of, so let me show you that. So here's the transfer. So this is this month's club transfer. And it comes with a little bag, like a burlap bag that has blue handles and then ink. Okay, so it comes with that. Okay, so I'm really sorry. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. I'm really sorry to have to tell you that it's delayed a little bit. So they had something happen with the bag. So all of the bags didn't get here on time, or they're missing. They cannot find a shipment. It keeps saying that it's going to arrive. It's going to arrive, and the post office, it just keeps updating. So it hasn't arrived. So it's delayed. So I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time that it is delayed. And if you're sitting there wondering when you're going to get your club transfer, it might not be till next week. I don't have mine yet, and they send mine out early. There's a couple of people that do have theirs. Okay. So I'm just letting you know, because I know how that goes, and we all worry and we're like, where is it? Why is it not here? It's because they don't have the bag part. Okay, so they can't just ship the transfer. They won't just ship the transfer. Okay, I have to use some raw umber, but I'm going to water it down. Okay, so I want it to kind of be a wash. So sorry to have to tell you that. They are going to do something special. I'm going to leave that a surprise. So for those that it's delayed, that it hasn't shipped, you're going to have a surprise. And I hope that will make you happy. Because, it's really hard waiting. We hate to wait. I mean, who likes to wait? They told us it was delayed because of the holiday. Okay, yes. It was going to be delayed because of the holiday to begin with. But now it's delayed further. So, okay, this is burnt umber. So it was delayed because of the holiday. because of shipping. However, it's delayed now because they didn't receive all of the bags. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys know, because we can choose to be upset about it, or we can say, okay, we were warned ahead of time. we knew, and they're also going to give you something. Okay, so you're going to get a little compensation for it being late. So just wanted to let y'all know. All right, so hopefully you're okay with that. Okay, I need to look and see what I did wrong here, because I have teeny tiny hearts. What color are those? Okay, this one's red and this one's yellow. Okay, so okay, yellow. Yeah, we just had a meeting, a leadership meeting last night, and they told us that it was further delayed. We already knew it was going to be delayed, but it is further delayed. So sorry. I wish it wasn't. But let's see. Oh, did you not get to see it? Refresh. Okay, they told us. Let me see. I think refresh showed it. Yes. Oh yes. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yes. Okay. So yes, she got hers. So there were some people that they went ahead and they shipped it out because so they started on the other side of the country because it takes longer. So they started on the East Coast area because it takes longer to go over there. And so there are a couple of people that actually did have it already. So, there's more than a couple of people. There's a bunch of people that do have theirs. I'm not one of them. So, and there might be another reason why Debbie has hers early, because she's a legend. Legends tend to get things earlier than other people. They have extra privileges. So that could be a reason why she has it also. Okay, so white for this, white for these, white for the cup. So anyway, yeah, definitely. Some people have it. Some people don't. It's on its way, but not in the mail yet. So anyways, I like to warn you guys. Whoops, just went off the edge with that. I like to give you guys a heads up so that if you have questions, just let me know, because we had a big old meeting about it yesterday. They like to let us know. So that's a great thing about Chocateur, is if there's a problem like that, they're going to tell us. They're not just going to say, oh, it's because of the mail. It's not. We wish it was. So anyways, it's life. Things happen. Sometimes things don't arrive when they're supposed to. If the post office tells you that your package is going to be here today and it's not, and then they update it and they go, oh no, it's going to be here tomorrow, and it's not, and it's not, and it's not. There's nothing you can do. You just have to keep waiting and hoping that you're going to get it. And knowing that it's holding up all these things for all these people, it hurts them. They're sad. They're upset. I mean, who wants to have that happen? No one. Okay, the top of that is going to be black, so I'm just going to kind of do like that. Okay, so this is just white. I do have a couple of things to do. We have to do more on the red, and then I have to do the apple, that part, the stem. I'm like, what is that part? The stem. Okay, so I'm going to do black right here on the top of this. Trying to get it and not get it into the white. I don't want gray. All right. So yeah, stuff happens. It's yeah, and it'll be there. and it's not like it's seasonal. So that's a great thing, is that it's a year-round thing. It's not like it was for, Halloween or something like that, and you're gonna miss the opportunity. It will be fine. But I always like to tell y'all, so that you're not like, hey, I wonder what's going on. No, I like to give you guys a heads up. Okay, so alizarin crimson, doing a second coat. We'll need 3 coats to make it very solid. It just does. Reds are a hard color, and I can tell the color, the new leaf color, that's going to need a second coat. Yeah, a lot of these I'm just going to quickly do a second coat because it's going to make it look more solid and bright. I like my colors to be very solid and look nice and bright. All right. I'm like, where else? Where else? I'm just gonna go down the line with all these. Yeah, I have a lot to make too. I have so much on my list that it's not a big deal. I mean, we always love, I love to show it to you early to give you ideas, but it's okay. It's all right. It will be fine. Yeah. There's definitely a couple of people that already have it, and that's okay. I'm not jealous of that. All right, so this is sour apple. All right. Annie and Riley got their hair cut yesterday. It worked out great. My daughter-in-law helped me. So she carried them, put them in the car. We had leashes on them. I drove. I was able to drive. And yeah, I did. It was fine. It was 5 minutes away. And I felt just fine. So it wasn't a problem at all for me to drive. I felt like I was okay. If it had been a problem, I would have pulled over and let her drive. But they were so good. Guys, we have such a problem with them. They always throw up or poop or whatever. They didn't. They did not. They were so good. They didn't have any issues. So we had the back of the car just open with a blanket and had them on their leashes so that they were contained. And they did fabulous. So maybe that's the key, is they just can't be inside that little kennel. Maybe the kennel is what makes them sick. I don't know, but I was really happy. They look so cute. Their hair is so short. I told them, I said, I want it extra short so it'll last. Missed what kit? Okay, the kit that I'm talking about is the monthly kit. So the blueberry transfer with the tote bag, the little bag and the ink. So our monthly club transfer is going to be late for most people. So you'll get an email today apologizing, and they're going to give you a little something for being delayed. And we're hoping that it will come, but it's been significantly delayed for most of us. And so they're going to compensate us and going to apologize and hoping that it gets here soon. So the bags are MIA. So that they can't do it. They can't just send it. They won't just send the transfer. Is it like that's one of the worst things that can happen to people, to the shipping department, and not be able to have what they need. Okay, this is the leaf green. There's not much that's leaf green. I think there's going to be enough in my thing. So that was in my meeting last night. We have a meeting. It used to be every week. Now it's like every other week with the upper people. When you have sold out, is that because you can only make so many? Oh, does it say, okay, are you talking about me? Is it sold out? Kimberly, are you saying there's something sold out on my website? It could be because I didn't add quantity. Let me go to the, is it on my website that you're talking about? Because sometimes I don't add quantity. It doesn't mean that it's sold out. Okay. If it's on my website, let me know. Let me know. I'm going to share the collection to you so that you know where all this stuff is. Yeah. Let's see. Where do we go here? Here we go. I'm going to drop the link. And okay. So yeah, something you wanted on my website is sold out. If you can tell me what it is, I can add quantity to it. So it probably just means that either when I first set it up, which can happen, that I didn't add anything. I didn't add the quantity. So I need to go in there. When I set it up, I usually just set it up for $9.99. I really don't have that many in stock. I just set it up so I never ever have to do anything else. But once in a while, I forget to set that. So just tell me, if you tell me what it is, I can go in there and I can fix it. Yeah, it's me. It isn't truly set up. We cut everything on my website. We cut everything as the orders come in. So nothing would be sold out. It's just me. It's user error. It's simply user error. That's all. Okay, burnt umber. I'm going to go over the stick part. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go over the stick part. I'm going to leave that and that. Now what I need to do is dry this, put my last coat of the alizarin crimson, because I do need one more coat, and I need to look at my white. My white's looking pretty good. My white actually is looking really good. So let me just dry everything. We'll be inking the edges. So, hey Billy, how are you? Happy Thursday. Can you believe it? I'm actually looking forward to Saturday to be able to sleep in. Isn't that funny? It's been difficult getting up in the mornings, but I do it because I need to stay in a routine. But I always love on Saturdays to be able to sleep in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me just get these all nice and dry. We'll get our third coat on the apple color, on the alizarin crimson. Everything else is looking super good. All right. So like I said, we might be temporarily adding another fur baby while I find the family, because I'm convinced I can find it. Here would be the bad part. So as I talk through this out loud to you, and I also had talked through this with the person that's helping me with all my posts, trying to find Chloe. So she said, what if you get this dog and you find the owner and they actually don't want the dog back? I'm like, oh, well, that would suck. I said, well, I guess then I would be finding it a home. But anyways, she's 5 years old. She looks just like Chloe with her color on her back. Her face looks different because it's really overgrown. She needs to be groomed. Her microchip is a different number, so it's not Chloe for sure. And she's not spayed. That would be a concern, guys. That would be like, okay, is this going to be a Sophie replay? I don't think so, because I don't think it can leave the shelter without being spayed. I think that might be why it's on observation. Maybe they went ahead and they spayed it already. But anyways, I would not want to have puppies again. But there's a little goober there. Let me get that off of there. Anyways, we might be doing that because it does have a microchip. They can't seem to get in touch with the owner. The owner never updated their information. So that sucks. That sucks for whoever the person is and for the dog. So the dog's been in there since the 2nd of July. Been in there a while. Poor little thing. I feel really bad for it. So it's not up for adoption yet. It probably will go up for adoption on Saturday, is what they're saying. So we might be taking it in, and then I have a friend who does a lot of research on microchips and has been very, very successful at finding owners. Okay, what else do I need to do here? I need to do the stems of the apples. So let me dry. And then I think we're ready to ink. Oh yeah. You can just send me a message. I wish that it told me when things were out of stock so that I could automatically do that. That is something that Etsy, actually there's a place that I can go to in Etsy that will show me all my stuff that is out of inventory, out of stock. But it does not do that on the Shopify. There's good and there's bad with each of them. All right, dry. So one good thing is my husband has tomorrow off, so he could help me with the dog. Tomorrow's his Friday off. I'm like, I've already got this planned out. I got it figured out, but I'm very convinced that I can find the owner. Okay, so I need to do the stems, but I don't want to do it with watered down the brown. What I think I probably can do is I might be able to just do it from here. Maybe that's probably not going to be enough. Let me get another thing and a little brush. Let's get a little brush. So burnt umber. And let me just get a little brush from my drawer. And we will do the stems. Okay. So all the apples need their stems, right? And then we'll do ink on all these. I'm kind of thinking they need speckled too. I'm not sure. I know some of the squares for the letters, they need polka dots. So I need to do that. Okay, there's that. And then I have the teeny tiny apple here. Gonna do the little stem. Okay, so I need to do polka dots. I totally forgot that. Okay, let me look and see which ones do I need polka dots. My little cheat sheet here. I need polka dots on, all of them. Okay, well, let's do that. So I need some white. This is easy, guys. This is easy. All right, need some white. Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. I moved my phone. It's like way over here. How's everybody doing today? What are you doing this weekend? Tell me about whoops, your weekend plans. I have none. I'm just going to get better. So I have no plans because I can't really do anything. I would love to go up to my cabin, but I can't drive. I can't. So I'm kind of stuck. I'm stuck at home. Bummer. Yeah, I need a personal driver. Can I get a personal driver? Yeah, I wish that my grandson could drive that far. He's a new driver. I wouldn't trust him driving that far with my truck. But yeah, it would be nice. One of these days, and he could take his girlfriend. I don't know if her parents would let her stay overnight, but that would be kind of fun. Okay, there's a coffee mug in there, or a little cider mug. We're not gonna. Let's see here. And I can't Uber that far. I just think it's pushing it for me to try to drive. It would not be safe for me or other people to drive that far to my cabin, which can take 4 hours through traffic. So that's the problem, is that it's not necessarily like if I drove straight there and back and there's no traffic, it's 2 hours. If there's traffic, it can be 4 hours. And that's hard. That's hard on anybody just regular. It's hard on somebody that hasn't had surgery. But yeah, it would not be a good thing. What color did I use for the red? It is alizarin crimson, and it's 3 coats. But you could use, if you don't want to do your apples that deep red, you could use country red or Santa red or whatever the other one is. What is it? Cadmium red. Yeah, you could use a different one. So getting all my little polka dots, and then this has white polka dots. What other colors do I need? I need red. And then I can't tell what color that is. Yellow on this one, red on that one, but white on here. There's a lot of white polka dots. Okay, and I might have speckled it by accident. I might have got a couple of speckles here and there by accident. It's okay. You know what? Don't sweat the small stuff, Darlene. It is all small stuff. It is all small stuff in life, right? Don't sweat it. It's fine. So here's the sad thing, guys, that I think about. There's so many dogs that were lost and found over 4th of July, and all of them, their time is up. Their time is up in the shelters. So this weekend, there's going to be a lot of dogs going to new homes that the owners never came forth, or the owners didn't think to go look at the shelter. The stray time is up. You know, sometimes they just don't know. And they might not be microchipped, so there's no way to track it. Make sure your dog is microchipped. Can I just tell you that just enough times? Make sure that you microchip your dog. That's the easiest way to get your dog back, is to have a microchip, because the microchip doesn't lie. So you got a crazy baby from the pound. Had to be the first to tag her, and then wait 8 days to see if the owner would reclaim. They wouldn't let us foster, so she had to stay at the pound when I was told I could get her. Then they had taken her to the vet to be fixed. Poor baby. He took him a sleepy, loopy puppy, but she's made up a mini schnauzer. Oh my gosh, how cute! How long ago was that, Kirsten? Was that just recently? Or was that a while ago? Sarah says she's going to try to learn your laser and cut stuff. Awesome. Cool. Keep working on your shop, and you're on an inline. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that you're on that online one that you kind of got just thrown in there, which is good. Hey, jump at the opportunities. When somebody says, hey, do you want to do this? I'm always like, yeah, I sure do. Right now I wouldn't, because I wouldn't know if that was during my nap time, you know. Oh, sorry, I fell asleep. Honestly, when I fall asleep, I am totally out. Nothing can wake me up. I am just 100% out of it. So yep. I'm not trusting myself on anything like that right now. Okay, I need to do yellow on this one, and then we're gonna be done. Sorry, it's taking a little bit. There's a lot of just tiny detail. So getting a paper towel, and oh, you got her 2 weeks ago. Her name is Gertie. Oh my gosh, how cute, Gertie. That is adorable. How fun. That is a fun name. I love that. Okay, so this one is salted caramel. This is a new color. So these are 2 new colors of the season. Salted caramel and new leaf. Okay, so if you haven't shopped for colors for a while, you can just use whatever color you want. You could use deep ochre. You don't always have to go out and get the new colors. I promise. It's still going to turn out nice. You don't have to have everything. Like, I don't have to have everything. You might think you might have to, but yeah, don't go out and spend money that you don't have on new colors that aren't going to make a world of difference. You can just kind of use what you have. Okay, what is there something inside this one? Nope. So I need to do dots inside this one. Oops, that was not a dot. That's like a dash. Oh my goodness. So was that had to have been at the Idaho Falls Animal Shelter? Is that over by the airport? I'm trying to think back. I have adopted a dog from the Idaho Falls shelter before. Years ago. You always fly by the seat of your pants, so it's fine. Yeah, you know what? You're just like me, Sarah. I do too. I love to not really have a plan. And I'm okay. And I always have another project there just in case it goes really quick, because sometimes things go quicker than you think. So I always have like a little small project that I can just throw in there. Use up all of your time. Here in San Diego, here's the issue with San Diego, is that there are 5 shelters. There might be more than that. I think there's 5. I think there's 5 shelters here. And here's the problem, is that depending on where you find the dog determines which one you take it to. So I'm in an unincorporated area. My city, Lakeside, is unincorporated. Therefore, it needs to go to the south animal shelter, which is Sweetwater. However, 2 streets over is Santee. So if a dog from Santee happens to come over here, okay, let's take things off and let's start inking while I talk still. Oh, you know what? I have to dry the stems. Let me dry the stems really quick. Okay, so 2 streets over from me is Santee. Santee is city. It's not unincorporated.
No. Sorry, I can't do
that. No problem, Siri. Okay, so Santee is a city. It's not unincorporated. Okay, so it's part of the city. So they have to take theirs to El Cajon. So a person that's in Santee would have to look for their dog in 2 different areas, because if their dog ran 2 streets over into Lakeside, the jurisdiction for me to drop that dog off is Sweetwater, which Sweetwater Animal Shelter is 30 minutes away. The El Cajon Animal Shelter is, do you get the new ones at Hobby Lobby? I got mine online, but Hobby Lobby does have them. So anyways, that's the problem with the city of San Diego, is that depending on what city you live in determines which of the 5 shelters the dog ends up at. And just like I said, if you're 2 streets over, 2 streets over is another city, is Santee. They go to the shelter in El Cajon, which El Cajon is like, oops, did I get all that? Yeah. El Cajon is not that far from me, but the one that I take it to, if it's over on my street, is far away. So 30 minutes away or 10 minutes away. So it's really hard. It's really hard and really sad, because somebody from Santee may not think I need to check the other shelter. So I always tell people, when I have people that are looking for their animals, I tell them check at all 5 shelters, because depending on who found it, like if they were at a fireworks, they were out watching fireworks, and they're like, oh, there's a dog, and they're headed back home. They're like, oh, I'll just take it to the shelter in the morning. And they go back to their house, and then they determine which shelter do they have to, legally, do they have to take it to. It might not be the one the person would look at. Okay, so that's a huge problem here in San Diego. There's a lot of dogs in the shelters. A lot of shelters are having free dog adoptions, or minimal, either free or they're doing like minimal. Like the one that this dog that I'm going to try to foster, it's only going to be $30, because she will have been there more than 10 days by the time that she's able to be adopted. So $30 compared to a lot more than that. So a lot of times it's like $200 or $300 to adopt a dog. Nope, the shelters are full. So they're going to make it easier and cheaper. Okay, so that's going to go like that. We're going to ink all this. We're going to ink these guys, assemble this. This goes on here somewhere. Goes, between here. And then here's the backer. Okay, so let's see. But it moved over to the old Taco Time off the Yellowstone. Oh, okay. We got a new non-kill shelter too. That's nice, by the river. Gertie was in the kill shelter. So many puppies. They run specials for free. Yes. That's great. That's great that they're doing that. That's what's happening here right now, is that they just have too many. So a lot of the shelters are at 300% occupancy, which means there's lots and lots of dogs that are sharing their little kennels, their little cages, multiple dogs in cages, because 300%. Yeah, that's incredible. There's that many dogs that were brought in, that got lost over 4th of July, that whole week. So anyways, and guys, I didn't talk about this last year, because last year I hadn't lost Chloe, and so it wasn't really on my mind. that there were so many lost dogs because I didn't know. Nowadays, my Facebook feed is full of lost dogs. My Facebook feed is not full of crafts anymore. I don't see people making projects. Once in a while people will pop up. Sarah popped up on mine last night. That was unusual because it doesn't usually happen. But during her project popped up. My Facebook feed is full of lost dogs, found dogs. Kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Okay, there's the seeds right there. So let's just get all this stuff done. I'm thinking that I want to assemble the apple garland first and let it sit so that when I go to string it together, they are very secure and they're not going to move around. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm just inking everything, getting everything done. What time is it? 7:36. I'm doing good on time still. I'm going to try to be done by 8, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, life just gets really hard sometimes for people, and when their dog goes missing, they don't go looking for it. You know, I mean, honestly, there's many people that are like, okay, well, now it's gone. I'm not going to go. Dang dog. Makes me mad. You know, I don't want to go pay the fee. There's some people that just aren't going to go look for their dog. And so their dogs are going to have new homes. There's all these dogs with new homes. And San Diego is non-kill. So there's, yeah, we don't have the kill shelters here like LA. LA has a ton that, you know, of kill shelters, unfortunately. Okay, so let's glue all these together and then we'll set it to the side. Yeah. Oh, you paid $180 for her. Yeah, she's definitely worth it. She's definitely worth it. Oh my gosh, for sure. I know. Yeah, it's really sad because there's one shelter that's famous. Do you remember when I drove like 2 hours or 2.5 hours up to see the dog that they thought was mine? It ended up being, instead of being 16 months, it was 16 years or something like that. Anyways, yeah, that dog. So that is a high kill shelter. They kill over 60 animals a month, and during a time like this, they probably kill twice as many. The sad thing is that a lot of these are bigger dogs that people don't want. You know, they need to enforce the spay and neuter. They just need to do that. You know, I don't know how they do that. They can't go door to door and say, "Hey, is your dog spayed or neutered?" But they really got to. You know, it's just out of control. It's just super sad. Okay, let me put all these up at the top now. Let's get those out of the way so they can dry. So when we go to assemble that garland, pieces aren't gonna move. Okay, so let me just do this. Let's do the leaf part first and then we do the other part. Yeah, it just makes me so sad. I mean, I'm such an animal person. I wish I had like a big ranch and I could have a limited amount of unlimited amount of animals that could just roam freely in a like a doggy, like a little not doggy daycare, in a little area like a dog park. I could have my own little dog park for all these doggies that was safe, that they couldn't dig out of. Yeah, I wish I could have something like that. But unfortunately, I just can't. Okay, there's little tiny seeds. It might be kind of hard to get them in there. It might be. Oh, maybe not. All right, so super cute little green apples. And then we have our red apples. And I'll put this up at the top and we'll let these just kind of sit so that they can, the glue can dry. And we're not going to be messing anything up when we assemble it. It'll be dry. We'll do this other one. We'll go back and forth on things. Okay. All right. Little seeds. You save them all. Absolutely. Yeah, everybody needs to microchip. And they need to keep their stuff up to date. Because like this dog that I want to help, the information is not up to date. So they weren't able to find the people. Yeah. And sometimes people don't think about that until their dog was missing. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I got to call and I need to update this. And then sometimes they're like, I don't remember how to do that. I was really lucky when Chloe went missing. I knew where she had been microchipped through, and I was able to call my vet and get the company information and call to make sure that I had already done everything, and I had, but I was able to post her as missing. And then I actually called yesterday because I was just curious. Wanted to make sure again. So I called back yesterday to make sure, and I had them put in there the fact that she was stolen, because now that we know that a guy has her and didn't return her, that is actually considered stolen, because he did not return something that he found that wasn't his. So that is actually a stolen animal. So she's reported in there as stolen. So if she is ever scanned somewhere, they're going to go, oh no, you're not taking this dog home. This dog was reported as stolen. So hopefully someday. This is so cute with a little cup of cider. We're just going to say it's a cup of cider. I keep saying cider latte. Is there such thing as cider latte? Tell me, guys. I just don't know. I just think it's a cup of cider. Okay, and I'm not going to ink the little leaf and the heart because they're way too tiny. I don't want them to change color. Okay, next, let's just keep going. Spay or neuter would be easy to control. Most cities require license for their dogs. Of course, people don't comply. I agree. And one reason they don't comply is sometimes it's expensive. Sometimes it's expensive. So you run a rescue in Minnesota. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Not all dogs get along. Yeah, that's true. Not all dogs get along. So what I have heard from the dog that I'm talking about that has a chip that they can't seem to find the owner, that they didn't update it, but I'm determined I can find them. I have a friend that does all that research. The person that actually found the dog said it got along really well with her dogs, but she couldn't keep it because she had large dogs and she couldn't afford to keep it. It's like, you can't keep it anyways because it's not your dog. But she did say it got along really well with her dog. So I do know that this dog gets along with big dogs. So hopefully it gets along with little dogs too. Yeah, like you say, not every dog gets along. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. But I know that I know that I can find the owner. I told my husband, I know I can find the owner. I think we're going to be fostering this dog, and he didn't say no, we can't do that. He didn't tell me no. He didn't tell me yes either, but guys, he didn't tell me no, so I'm taking that as a yes. Is that okay? As long as he didn't say no, honey, we can't do this. Right, because he's such a big softie. He would save them all. He wanted to keep. He looked at the puppies. Are we keeping them all? No, we're not. When we had the puppies, no, we're not. So, yeah, he didn't tell me no. So that's an automatic yes in my book, right? Okay. This is turning out so cute. I love all these fall colors, but you could use any colors that you want. You don't have to use the green apple. I think the green apple is super cute because of the apple that's on there, the candy apple. I think it's super cute with that. Let's see. Problem is there are many puppy mills and backyard breeders that are not licensed and regulated. Yes, and then the nonsense of not spaying and neutering. Exactly. And it is expensive to own pets. Absolutely is, because you have to be able to afford to do all the things and take care of them when little things happen, when things come up. Absolutely. Pam says your great granddaughter is like me. When you were in school, she loved animals so much. I knew it was just, yeah, absolutely. I have known my whole life that I just wanted to be around dogs. For sure. Yep. And it really would help if people would just spay or neuter. So speaking of that, so Sophie has her appointment coming up soon. She has to go in first and get her blood work done, and then she'll get everything else done. But Sorry. I was waiting to get past my surgery. Let me take a drink. Because I need to be able to lift her. So, I need at least another week before I can do all that, or have it planned on a Friday off. And this was not the Friday off that my husband had that they could get her in. So it's coming up though. I want to make sure that that's done quickly. We do not need more puppies. Well, we don't let her out, but that doesn't mean a dog's not going to jump the fence, because I know how that goes. When a dog is in heat, the whole neighborhood knows, right? All the dogs know, including the coyotes. Okay. All right. This is ready to glue together. Got everything inked. It always takes a little bit. So, all right. Here's our board. Okay. So this is the side that it goes on to. Yeah, it says it's burned around here, but the other side has the area to put this. Okay. So this is the little stand. So we're going to glue it all together. My stomach's growling. I might be a little hungry. I don't know. I had to take my medicine, so I just ate a piece of cheese was all, and then my stomach is like, roar. It's talking to me. Okay, let me get this C in there. So I think it's really hard to regulate things here in California because there's 2 million people in San Diego. To regulate that many people, to keep up with that many people is really difficult. I actually got a message, or got a letter from the city finding me a fee because Chloe had not been registered. I'm like, oh, she's not licensed because she's missing, and she had just barely got her rabies done before that, I think, or something done. Anyways, the paperwork that triggers them to send you the paperwork to license your dog. Okay, I need to get a little sponge to do this. You have a 110-pound pit bull boxer and 11-pound Pomeranian, and they love each other. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Too many people just dump their responsibilities. Absolutely. So here's something really interesting, guys. My person that is helping me down in Holtville, which is where Chloe's been sighted. Do you know how hot it's been down there? It was 100 and what did she say? 125? 125. Is that what it was? I swear it was 125. Does that seem right? It was so stinking hot. Nobody's out walking their dogs because it's so hot. Yeah. And they're just staying inside. She says her dogs just run out and run right back in. I know it gets 118 all the time there. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's right, that it's actually 125. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Because 118 is really normal for them during the summer. 125 is like way hot for them. It's been hotter this summer for a lot of places. Okay, that goes there. Okay, and then this goes down here. Okay, so I want to get those base pieces in place. Your mom has always said a lifelong commitment. Yes, exactly. It is a lifelong commitment, just like your children. Absolutely. I mean, once upon a time when my kids were little, we were not able to have surgery for a dog that needed it, that had a broken leg. We surrendered the dog. And I'm 100% sure that one of the technicians in the vet office probably took it was a Pomeranian, and probably took her home or him home, sorry, and took care of him. I'm convinced that probably happened. But my kids were little. We didn't have the money. You know, things do happen. I mean, I try to cut people slack because I've had things in my life that haven't gone perfectly. Our cat, we had to have and see, my thing was I had to have the dog put down. I had to pay to put the dog down, but I'm fairly certain they didn't put the dog down. I'm fairly certain that probably someone probably took the dog. And My granddaughter told me that does happen in vet offices when there's a dog that's going to be put down and you're not in the room with them. If someone in the office thought that they could take that dog and rehabilitate it and pay for the surgery, it actually does happen sometimes. So anyways, I'm kind of hopeful that that did happen to the dog back then, because we just couldn't do it. We're like, we can't pay the thousands of dollars to have surgery for his broken leg. We were pretty poor back then. Okay, there's the D. But we didn't just let him loose. Like, a lot of people just let their animal loose if they have something like that. And people find him at the park, and they're like, okay, now it's somebody else's responsibility. No, I would never do that. Would never do that. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? We're talking about dogs. and we're assembling this cute little cider sign. I wanted to do this because I wanted to see, do I want to do some more for the craft show? I don't know how well they'll sell. So I might just do a few. I've been doing 6 of everything, but I might just do like a couple more of this instead of doing 6. Because I don't want to be stuck with them. Although I think it's really cute. And I do think that people have apple sections in their house. When people decorate, sometimes they have a section. People that go to my craft show tend to be older, and so they still do have collections. So, because some people that came to my craft show last time, they're like, "Oh, I have strawberries." I happen to have a strawberry gnome, and then "Oh, I have sunflowers," or "Oh, I have ladybugs," or "That reminds me of my granddaughter." So maybe people have apples still. Maybe. Okay, we're almost done with this. And then what we'll do is we'll let this sit for a moment. And we'll let it get, the glue get solid. And we'll assemble the garland. So let's bring in the garland. Let's move this stuff out of the way. I need to wipe that. That glue just kind of seeps out of there. It's like, it has pressure. Let's see. Oh, Deb, have a great day. Love you, sis. Jenny says, used to work for a vet. A lot of elderly people take healthy pets in to be put down. Okay, yes. Your vet would take a partial fee and funds find new homes for them. Yes. I believe, it does happen more than we think. It does. And there's nothing wrong with that. If they still have a lot of life in them, then they really should do that. A lot of times caring vet offices reach out to rescues. Yes, exactly. There's a lot more rescues nowadays. Absolutely. Yes. And I know rescues do not get free vetting. Yeah, exactly. I wish they did. Hi, Cindy. How are you? I'm loving it too. I'm thinking, it's making me think that I need to go to Julian and go get some apple pie. I can't eat it though, but my husband could. I could get some apple cider and drink it, but it's reminding me of going to Julian. Okay, so it's gonna have little bows in between. This one actually has bows with this ribbon. This is gonna have a little bow on it too. I should have some other smaller ribbon for that, but I don't. Okay, so just thread it back and forth. I actually set that in some glue right there. I'm lucky I didn't glue it to the table. That would have been funny. I'd be prying it up with a screwdriver. Yeah. I feel bad for people when they say, "Oh my gosh, my dog, it's going to cost this or that." I feel bad for them, but you know what? It is a commitment that you commit to that dog, just like you do to your child. You're not going to say, "Okay, my child can't get this operation because I don't have the money." No, you figure out a way, because sometimes things aren't covered by insurance. Okay, I'm going to put the bow right in between. This is actually going to be really close to each other. So I'll tie some bows. We'll glue them on. I have the glue gun plugged in. Yep. So the thing that I was just so happy with the puppies is that they all got good homes, and it was perfect timing. They all were eating their puppy food really good. Mama's milk was already dried up. So they were 9 weeks old when they left, and they were so well adjusted. They really they were used to being handled by multiple people because my grandkids would come over and play, and my friends would come and see their puppies. So when they left, they were used to it. They weren't freaked out by all of a sudden being in a new home. It was really good. So I'm really happy the way that worked out. And Sophie has just kind of moved on. Sophie runs and plays and does zoomies with all the other dogs. She doesn't even act like she misses them. She might. Let's see. It says an error occurred when trying to retrieve new Facebook comments. Okay, the link. Okay, let me give you the link. I'll give you the link for all of the fall stuff. This is the fall section because it has all these things in it. There's many more projects that go with this. Let me go ahead and put that there. Okay, perfect. All right, so I might not see any more comments. It's telling me there's something going on with that. All right, let me tie some bows. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bows for this. I probably should have grabbed the smaller ribbon, but I'm just going to make small bows. They're not going to be big. I'm going to move that paint because I'm going to be messing up and getting paint on the ribbon. So I just tie it just like I tie my shoes. You're welcome. I see your message, so it's just telling me there's an error. But, my Switcher Studios can be a pain in the butt sometimes. All right. I'm going to make these small. Even though it looks big right now, I'm going to size them down. Make smaller bows. But this is it, guys. So this, what I'll do with this is I'm going to flip it over. I can do that right now. And I'll get this on here. So I'm just going to glue that right in there. Where's my glue? We'll glue it on and we'll let it sit. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue right there. And we'll put glue in the center because we're going to need that. We'll get this on there so it can dry. Okay, that goes right there. And then this goes right here. And then this goes in here. So this is the stand. And then I always like to stand it up to make sure that it is going to be standing correctly and evenly. Okay, and then I'm just going to let it sit there. We'll just let it sit there. Okay, let's keep doing bows. All right. Just doing small little bows. So now you know how, so if you can't watch to the end, that is a-okay. At least you know what's going on. So, okay, that's going to go there. Okay, and if you're just joining, I just want you to know that the July club transfer is running a little late because one of the key things that goes with it, it kept saying it was going to be received, and it hasn't been. So some of them went out because they were supposed to receive all the other stuff the next day. So they've sent out probably about a third of the club transfers. And they started over on the East Coast because they knew it took longer to get over there. So people on the East Coast are probably going to, some of them will receive it. But some of you guys are going to get an email today from Chocator saying, I'm so sorry, your July club transfer is going to be delayed. Here's a little gift from us. We really are deeply sorry. Basically that. So expect that in your email. So remember to look at your emails today. I think it's so cute too. Thank you. I love it. I love the black with it. I need to do a little bow for the candy apple. I'm not sure if I really want to use this thick ribbon, but we'll see what it looks like. We could actually flip that over and take a look and see if it's going to look okay with this ribbon. Or if I need to get the thinner ribbon. I'm kind of thinking I need the thinner ribbon. Okay, so I don't know why, but I'm struggling with bows today. I never struggle with bows, guys. What is up with it? I am struggling with my bows a little bit today. Okay. Come on. Come on, Darlene. I want them all to be about the same size, too. So let me do this. Let me just... And we'll flip this... We'll flip the word stander over so that we can see... That one's kind of long. See if I need to wait and just use the 1/4 inch. This is 1 inch. This, I think. Doesn't say, but I think it's about 1 inch. Okay. Oh yeah, I definitely need to use the 1/4 inch. So I'll take a picture of it after I put 1/4 inch on there. It's way too thick with the 1 inch. So I'll do a little 1/4 inch bow. It's still drying. It's probably almost done. Okay, 3 more and then we'll be done, guys. We'll glue these together. We can be on our way. There's more with this series. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of other stuff to go with this. Let me see. Do I have a cheat sheet? I don't. I thought I might. I don't. But I posted it. I posted it on my page. Posted all the other things that go with it. There is a tier tray. There is a round sign that goes on the front door. There's another sign that could go, like if you had, you know how you have a coffee bar, but you could have an apple cider bar. Yeah. Okay. Almost there. 2 more. Just keep tying those bows, Darlene. All right. And the ribbon will come with this. I'll have to tell Tara because it's not in the picture. So I'll have to let her know that the ribbon does come. Because she looks on the picture. And then sometimes she'll ask me, is there supposed to be ribbon? I didn't put ribbon on the picture last night that's posted. So I'll have to make sure that she knows. Because I have a whole bunch of these rolls of the 1 inch ribbon that I bought for stuff like this. Okay. Almost there. Yeah, I should have tied my bows ahead of time, right? So that I didn't have to tie them all here. Sorry about that, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. This is just from the new fall collection that I'm working on. Who knows what's next? I never know what's next. I just kind of go from thing to thing. I'm doing a lot of fall stuff because I actually have 3 fall shows back to back. Which every show I need to have a lot of inventory. Because you don't sell everything that you take. So I have a lot of everyday stuff. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Now it's time to glue that on. I have a lot of everyday stuff still, so that's a good thing. But I wanted to have some new fall things. Look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me grab the hot glue gun down here and let's glue this. Come on. Where is it? It's stuck under something. Hang on. All right. Okay. All right, let me bring my mat up. It's a lot easier to have the mat too. And then I'll just glue these on. So they're just gonna glue. Here's what I want to do though. I want to kind of hold it like this. I want it to kind of droop or kind of slope the way that it's going to when I hang it, so that these are all where they need to go. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna put the glue on the back of the ribbon and then plop it on there and then just push. Okay, 1 and 2. Oops. Okay. And 3. Oops, that one needs to be a little bit closer. Okay, and then this one's just going to go on the end. Ow, I actually touched that. Don't touch the hot glue, it's hot. Yeah, that was a little hot. I didn't get my finger in it too bad. Okay, there's that. Okay. I'm making sure it's kind of curved the way it's going to be. Okay, this here. There's a hair in there. How'd the hair get in there? I'm contributing hair to the ribbon. It's inside the ribbon. It might just be a thread. Oh, it's probably a thread. Doesn't look like my hair. And then one more. Charlene, don't touch this one. Okay, look how cute that is. Aren't those so cute? So usually I'll just tie it around it, but I thought a bow would look really cute on there. Let me just get that out of the way. Okay, let me move this. I think the ribbon is perfect. So I will wait and I will do the ribbon on this. So the stick on the candy apple needs to have a little bow. My other ribbon's in the other room. My 1/4 inch. So I'll go do that and I'll glue it on there. I'll take a picture. Look how fun that is though, guys. I love it. Okay, just pressing it down to make sure. Okay. Did you get the ribbon on Amazon? I did. I got the ribbon on Amazon. The ribbon will be included in the kit. All I did was look for 1 inch black and white plaid ribbon. So that's all I did was Google that. All right, let me just put you up to me. My hot mess self. Nothing new about that. Okay, there's our cute little sign, and then I'll hold this up. I think this is super cute. It reminds me of Julian, you guys. Apple pie times coming up soon in the fall, usually September. All right. Okay, guys. I'll just put it down there. I'll just put it in front. Okay, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. This is my favorite time of the day, is to spend time with you guys. I love it. I appreciate your support. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Yay! Got here really quickly. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate it so much. Oh, thank you. It looks better than the picture you posted. Thank you. Yeah, I think it does too. So the picture is actually, I purchased the file and she lets us use the picture. It's like a monthly club and she lets us use her picture. But yeah, I kind of like it better. I'll have to post my picture now. All right. I love you guys. Have